Good afternoon, everyone.
And welcome.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I know, because it's exciting. We are ready.
It's another Friday live from Hearns Hobbies in Melbourne.
Episode 185.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Where are we? Are we streaming? Are we on? Have we
do
got people watching?
Have
Have we?
Yeah, Craig
Well,
Jones
that's
is
good.
watching.
This is
Surian's on.
fantastic.
Dave's on.
Surian should be busy racing.
Rob's on. Seb's on.
Sebby's on.
Yep.
What is people hard at work? Surian should be over in WA, the WA state on-road state titles. He's racing the RS 1.0 in VTA.
He's going to come back with some gold wear, isn't he?
He's got to give it up first. He's got last year's perpetual.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got big trophies. Big trophies. Go big or go home. Welcome, everybody. We've got car of the week.
There is car of the week right here.
Isn't it?
What do we want to know?
The make,
The model?
the colour,
The
year?
Yes.
the weight.
Weight's important. And there's who drove it.
Who drove it?
Who drove it? It's pretty famous, this one.
How do you know?
I just know. Some things I know, some things I don't. That's
It's
one of
just
the
a
things I
car.
do.
Anybody can drive it, mate. Who didn't drive it?
Well, this dude did drive it, and it's a bit funky.
Did you drive it?
I haven't driven it.
You'd like to.
I would. I
You'd
would.
look- you'd look
With you in the passenger seat. And we'll explain that a bit later.
We will, won't we?
We will. What do you got now?
I've got a frog in my throat.
Why?
I just want to say hello to everybody. Welcome. I say we jump straight into trains.
Sounds good to me.
That's annoying. Nan left her phone here. Nans are always leaving bloody phones in the studio.
That's it.
So talking trains with Will James, but
You got it right?
he's,
do a second take.
he's run away with the phone. We can't.
Here we go, here
We're
we go.
live.
He's
Here
back.
he
He's
is.
Hello, I'm returned. How
Here
are
he
you?
is.
How is everyone?
You have in fact returned.
Sorry, someone was ringing.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Nan left her phone in the studio
Oh
again.
no. Oh,
How you been, Will?
I'm fantastic. It's Friday. Everyone seems like they're having a good Friday.
Yeah.
Well, it looks
Is
like it's a bit average outside, but that doesn't matter. The weekend's here.
What do you mean average outside? It's
It's
like
windy.
34.
Yeah, but it looks it's windy and
It's humid.
Yeah,
Someone
Humidor.
described it to me as steamy.
Steamy.
that's nice. Yeah.
I think they're looking at you a bit sideways when they said that, weren't they?
They always do.
I know. You bring out the best in
Don't
people.
I? Don't I?
Wow. And how's your week been? What did you do last weekend? Did you do train stuff?
I did do some train stuff. I did some big train stuff. So we went and chased some trains out on the Victorian Goldfields Railway and out at Dalesford at the Dalesford Spa Country
Oh.
Railway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Was that a steam train?
No, they were Y-class diesels.
Ah, the Y class.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what we did last weekend. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, and
In
the
the-
Y class, that's a famous Victorian
Odd.
train.
Not really famous. I mean, they were an icon.
Infamous.
Infamous, maybe. Oh, they were a shunting engine that resided in most towns and cities and did a lot of work around town.
I've got the
Switching
Tate. I've got the
bits.
Tate coming to my train line soon.
The Tate.
Yeah,
Have you?
Mm.
the Tate's always a good time.
Well, little short trips. Flinders
No.
Street and back type of thing.
Yeah,
It was
up to Brighton Beach.
Brighton Beach
Right.
to Flinders Street. So it'll be,
The-
it'll be
the
here.
Steam Rail Association,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can-
funny because it's electric.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
that's all right.
I'm confused.
As long as you buy tickets, that's all that matters.
It was good fun
Get
while we
some
were on
people
it.
on some trains.
That's fantastic. So you
Okay.
did a bit of chain tracing through Central
Bit
Victoria.
of chain tracing.
Chain tracing? Yeah, why not?
You're getting all mixed up today.
I can't help it. It's the coffee. It's the lack thereof. And it's the store's full of people. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Did you know?
I heard. Someone told me.
It's bedlam.
Absolutely.
It's madness, and it's a good place
Everyone's
to
excited
be.
though.
Aren't
They're
they?
all buying trains.
Are they?
That's what. Oh yeah.
They are.
No, never a better time
I
to get a
saw.
train.
Tell us all about. Well, we've got something special.
We do. We've got something a bit different today. We've got. I'm just going to lean across here.
Do the old
Oh.
reach around.
Oh yeah.
It's not the first time that.
So this is one of Hornby's latest releases.
I've seen that one before.
Oh well, yeah.
It's just a Scotsman, isn't it?
That's not a Scotsman.
It's not.
It's not. It's an A4.
It's an
So
A4.
It's an A4. So these were streamlined locomotives that you can still see today. There is one at least still running. Not this one in particular. This one is William Whitelaw.
William
Is
Whitelaw.
it?
It's not Blink Bonnie.
Yeah, no.
It's not what?
Blink Bonnie.
Who's that?
That's the other one. That's the DC one.
Hobbymannarr?
Not sure.
Oh,
Sounds like a racehorse.
It does.
does. Well, yes, yeah, I can understand that.
Or greyhound.
But this one is a little bit different. It
Why?
is Bluetooth controlled.
What do you mean?
What scale
A
we're talking about
steam
here?
train that's Bluetooth
This is-
controlled. Wonders will never cease.
Yeah, the future is now. This is TT scale,
Mm.
which is 120 scale.
120. The
Mm.
perfect scale.
It is. If you are interested in English
Move this
modelling,
sucker over here.
it is a fantastic scale to look at getting into. It's well made. They run really well, and these ones even have sound.
What do you mean they have sound?
They
I
have
thought they were
sound.
DC only.
No, this one is DCC, and it's in that new range of locomotives, which is controlled via your phone. So you don't need to get, I guess, an expensive DCC setup that we've had to in the previous years.
I like a
This is-
controller,
yeah,
DCC
this-
controller.
You've got your phone,
Mm.
or you can use
Like-
a tablet or anything like that.
Most
And
people
away you
have
go.
smartphones these days. Just hook it up, I guess.
That's it.
I want to see it go.
We can plug it all
You
in.
can ask Siri to drive your toy train.
Yeah. Now, we are going to use a rolling road just because this does need a little bit more room than usual if we were to set it up. But
And we don't want it to get away.
we don't. But this is a rolling road from DCC Concepts. So they're a handy bit of kit, especially for running in locomotives, testing them, things like that.
Servicing them
Yeah.
and just really admiring them.
Well, that's
Chug
it.
along.
Have a good old look. Ooh. And this one is the one from DCC Concepts, unlike some of the other ones, is gauge convertible, which is very handy. So,
What does that mean?
They're gonna
well,
reach.
this one will work with not just TT like we've got today, it will also work with N scale and HO, which is very convenient.
The Z scale?
Might be a push for Z scale.
Okay. Somebody
a
was
little
asking
small.
yesterday about Z scale and I was scared because you weren't here.
Oh,
They had a full collection of Z scale.
good grief.
Mm.
Yeah, right. Right. So I'm going
Pricey
to get
stuff.
the old phone here.
So where's the
Ah.
controller?
The controller is in my hand. It's my phone.
Is it?
So you've just plugged it in here.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a look from the top camera.
So
Yeah.
what have you got here? Is this the Hornby app?
So this is the Hornby app. And
Uh-oh.
it's already connected because I may have gone ahead and already, connected them together. But this is the app. So it gives you a full, once you've connected it,
Oh, brake stop.
well, it will give you everything there. So we'll turn the sound off for a second. So it'll tell you,
Did you just do that from your phone?
yeah, the future's here. We're ready to go. So I will turn the sound on. There we go.
Oh,
So this thing, will give you a few different options for sounds and things like that. So you've got different whistles. One whistle in here.
that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might get in close with the mic
Yeah,
and
get
see
in
what
there.
see what you can do.
Pop your hand in there. So we'll start it off. I think we're going forward. So we'll give it some speed there.
Oh. So those wheels are actually turning now. Let's see if we can see there. There you go.
Shut up. And
It's
take
got a
my
really
name.
nice running gear, especially for something that's not. A lot of people are put off by N scale because it is too small and it's not super tangible.
Mhm.
And some people are put off by HO because of its size, whereas this sits in that sweet spot. They're readily available for track, whether you want set track or whether you want the flexi track. There are buildings, accessories. There's more and more rolling stock coming out. I've just watched some videos from the Wally Model
Mhm.
Railway exhibition in the UK, where
Oh,
there's a
Wally.
lot of Wally.
£1 beers.
Oh, the dream. Oh, a few beers at the model train show. Wouldn't that be that'd be a good day out?
I know.
Wouldn't it?
Oh, geez, me. Oh,
You
got my
distracted
mind
him.
going, yeah.
You distracted him.
tempted with a good time. But
That looks good. Looks good.
that Hornby have announced new rolling stock and new bits and pieces coming out for this range. So we will, of course, inevitably get it.
So
There
this is the Hornby app on your phone.
this is the Hornby app on my phone.
All right,
It's nice and easy.
let's go back to the top camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so run us through some of the functions and stuff that you can do.
So you've got speed, you've got brake, you've got emergency stop. So if I hit that, it's just going to stop the locomotive dead. So
It makes noise of stopping too.
yeah, so
Synchronized.
you've got brake squeal. You can open up the cylinder cocks, which is
Brake squeal.
Yeah,
Oh, that's loud, isn't it?
yeah. For such a small engine, it is quite loud.
We're in the red.
So we can hear someone shoveling coal. And then you've got more than one page. I thought this
What
was a good
button was
one.
that?
You've got
That's him shoveling
have
coal
I
like he's
pushed
tired.
the wrong button. You've got if I just slow this thing down, you've got Fireman's Breakfast.
Fireman's breakfast.
I thought that was an interesting one that was in the range there. So if I go for Fireman's Breakfast, you can hear them cooking bacon and eggs on the fireman's shovel there.
I can hear snags.
Yeah,
You'd know all about snags.
love a sausage.
Don't
Yeah, we had a couple of sausages last night.
we? We did.
We had a sausage sizzle on the steps.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was awesome.
cool. So yeah, you've got a couple of crash. You got the guard's whistle.
Oh,
Doors are closing. Yeah, lots of different bits, and then you've got you can custom assign things. Yeah,
Does this have lighting?
this one doesn't. This model doesn't. So, but if you do get models with the lights factory fitted, you can turn the lights on and off from here.
where would they have the lights on this thing?
They had them in the front. Like, they weren't a big headlight. They were just little ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a pretty neat little thing that is now available.
It surprised me how loud and how clear the sound is.
Yeah.
You know, the early sound stuff used to sound really hollow. Like there was no...
Yeah, there was
no
no bass
thought.
to it.
No yang.
Yeah.
Very tinny,
no
but
yang. That's right.
That's quite good. But, yeah, as well as that, I mean, this is Bluetooth control. So, unlike your normal DC trains where you would have normally just had a rotary dial, forwards, backwards, this is fully customizable. So, if you get, say, a second locomotive or a third, or a little fleet going, you've got custom control over everything without having to worry about how you've wired it, really, as long as everything's got power.
So you can
you'll be
run
all right.
more than one loco on the track.
Absolutely. You can run almost as many as you want. You may need a few modifications, but it's quite a simple system to set up and get going.
So the phone is directly connected to each loco.
Yep.
That's it. That's the simplicity of it.
Yeah. There's no dialing up things and having to run cables from control points. It's just ready to go with your phone.
Can you do points on your phone as well?
You can, but it would require a different app.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't believe that this one has. No, it doesn't.
But that's okay.
No, there are
That's
other.
keeping it simple, isn't it?
Yeah, there are other apps available though that will give you point control, but that's a whole nother thing.
And do you think so? Is this a first for Hornby?
I believe it is. I have noticed that there is going to be some 00. Well, actually, we do have some 00 stuff which has the Bluetooth control in it as well.
Yep.
It's currently quite basic and quite limited, but I think we will see more of it come out and become more available, hopefully soon, because this is the next step for model railways.
Isn't it?
Next generation steam train.
Absolutely.
Quite ironic. And this comes in a set.
It does. This is.
Oh, you got the box set.
Yeah.
So it's not just a loco.
No, this is a whole thing to get you going.
The
So
Easterner.
somebody could buy this for Christmas.
Somebody should buy this for Christmas. What a wonderful gift this would make. Now, let's have a quick squeeze inside. Which end did I have?
Yeah.
Bring this over here.
Yeah.
And you don't have a controller.
No, just your phone. So it just plugs into mains power and that's it. You don't need to worry about anything else.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. Big stuff there.
It's environmental.
There we go.
Environmental packaging.
Yep. There.
Unless you're a tree. And then it may not be so environmental.
I suppose. Right. So you've got 3 coaches in here.
So it's a big long train.
Yeah. It can be as long as you want. You can always get
Oh,
more and
look at
more of these carriages. We do sell them. Yeah, they're available. But yeah, it's a 3-car set to get you going. You've got some curved track in here.
It's all set track.
All set track. Set of points. So you can maybe get some freight cars or something like that. Rolling stock. And you can maybe start some little operations. Got some straight pieces in there as well.
And you can just add on to it.
Absolutely. So there's lots of options for set track as well as flexi track.
Do we have TT like extension packs?
Yeah,
Is
we
there
do.
like
Yeah.
A's and B's? Is that sort of stuff?
We do.
Does that
Yeah,
exist?
absolutely. And we've got that kind of thing. But yeah, some very nice rolling stock. It's well detailed. You've got the internal corridors. You've got the seating in there. Yeah, got little signs on the window.
Is that Clarinda?
Clorinda.
I'm not sure. They all have funny names.
Oh no, these aren't named rolling stock. No, they're not
There
that
I go
special.
shooting my mouth off again.
That's all right.
It's not that funny.
These are just normal ones, just run of the mill carriages.
Still going.
Yeah.
And a re-railer.
And a re-railer.
Mm.
Well, yeah. Just because it is a little bit finer than some of the larger scales, probably just makes it just that little bit easier to get them on the track.
Particularly when you got locos like this.
And it
this sort of
takes up less space.
Yes, TT tabletop. Something to get you started, and you're not lagging in any detail or quality of running or anything like that you might out of some of the smaller scales.
You're going to put the choo-choo back on there?
Choo-choo.
Yeah.
What are we going to listen to now?
I can't believe how loud it is.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Quite good. There you go. Yeah.
And the loco itself, so it's William Whitelaw.
Yep.
How did they name the locos?
Well, some were named after, you had like
It's going backwards.
Osprey and things like that. They were named after birds and animals, and you had ones just named after people, significant people.
Yeah, I like the conrods. They're pretty complicated, aren't they?
Yeah.
They move around everywhere.
Good amount of detail in it. Yeah, the running gear is quite nice.
They must have little hands.
Who? The
Lots
driver?
of tweezers. The people who assemble this in the factory.
They're little people.
Well, now we're going forward. Well, we're not going anywhere, but the direction of the wheels.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Well, the rolling road's pretty handy too, isn't it?
Very handy. Very handy for testing locomotives. Very handy for running them in when you buy them. Because it's something you should do. And
Why can't you just play with it?
I think it's best to get them onto a rolling road, let them run in. I usually let mine run into 10 to 15 minutes in each direction. It just means that all the grease, everything like that, it's evenly distributed around everything.
Yeah.
It also gives you a chance just to make sure everything is running properly. There's no knocks or cracked gears or anything like that. I mean, we do test all our locomotives in store before they go out, but you never know. That's just, I guess, a general rule. You should just run them in though at home, which is always a good idea. And a rolling road is an excellent way to do that.
I love that.
Yeah. So I don't have a layout at home, and that's what I use.
You don't?
No, I don't have room for a layout at the moment. No, I'm in a club. I got to play trains on a big layout.
You're in lots of clubs.
I'm in a few clubs.
Aren't you?
Clubs. Yeah.
That's why we call you Station Master Will.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
That's
pretty
really
good.
impressive, isn't
Well,
it?
I love that. I love a bit of Hornby TT, and I love that it's digital, and I love that you just don't need like the power cabs or anything like that. It's as simple as stuff.
Ready to go.
But if you had a Barkman digital, that won't work with your Hornby app.
No. But this is for Hornby TT.
Yes.
So they are the only ones making it. So you would be limited to just this.
Well, what a great place to start.
Oh yeah,
it is.
absolutely.
For sure. Like I said before, keeping it simple.
And if you had a DC TT 120 loco,
Yes.
could that run on this?
Yes, you could. You would have to convert it to DCC.
Yeah.
So we'd have to get you the chips and possibly the speakers, and that's something that is definitely doable though.
Or you could put in your DC controller
You could.
and play with a DC train.
You would, but you would have to pick either or.
Yes.
Can't have both.
You couldn't do it at the same time.
No.
You want everything, don't you?
I like everything.
Everything all at once.
Yesterday. There you go.
That's very cool. I
There we
really
go.
like that. Really like it.
Yeah, very nice.
What do you like most?
The
I
little
think,
rivets.
I think the green really brings out the blue in your eyes.
I think it's a wonderful green. Very nice. The old British Railways green.
No, British Racing green.
British Racing green.
They're both ours.
BRG. BRG for short.
Right. Fantastic.
You can call that rail if you like,
Okay.
because you'd know.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Will James.
Not a problem.
That's
Thank
an
you once again.
absolute, it's an
Oh,
absolute,
Slowing it down.
Yeah.
absolute pleasure having you.
Cool.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
It was like fingers down a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's got all the sounds.
How do they film that? How do they load it into the cassette?
Magic.
Has to be.
Yeah.
digital technology.
That's it.
Wonders will never cease.
No, that's right.
Thank
Very
you very
good.
much, Will James.
Right,
That
no
is
worries.
fantastic.
Thank you for having me again.
That was Talking Trains with Will James.
Yeah,
and what have you got on next week?
What have I got on next week?
What's happening in train world?
Oh, in my train
I don't
world,
like to say that.
or
What's happening
in the world of
Of
trains.
trains.
in the world of trains?
Big trains or little trains.
I don't mind.
Oh, next weekend, Steam Rail has their members train.
A members
A
train.
members train. We are taking 4 T-Class diesels down to Warragul.
Did you say it's a steam club?
They are called Steam Rail, but we are taking diesels as it is summer.
Because steam trains don't run in summer?
Not generally, no. It's a bit, they make fires.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. What did they do in the old days? Just set fire to
It's a
everything.
different time.
Just come out with a bucket of water,
There's
I
a
guess.
lot of fires, I assume.
I'd never thought of that.
Yeah,
There you go.
there we go. So that's next weekend. That will come past here too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We'll wave.
Saturday morning will
Is
come
it?
past. Yeah,
we'll wave.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I look forward to it.
very good.
I'll be here.
You will, won't you?
Yeah, we'll throw sausages at it.
Oh, can't wait.
Sausage sizzle. Go!
Beauty.
Thank you very much for joining us
worries.
today. It's
That's
been
all
a
right.
pleasure.
Thanks, Will.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye, everyone.
See you.
Wow.
There you go. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? this
Oh,
little
look.
thing?
How many different noises do you think it made? It must have been like 30.
It was a lot. I wasn't keeping count though.
No, I didn't count them. The clarity's really good.
Mm.
It's like it's
Mm.
got subwoofers.
Mm.
Like your car.
Well, there's no distortion.
Not that I could hear.
Don't even sell woofers in my car anymore.
No, you grew
No.
out of that.
They're like 4 12 inches.
That's awkward. Subwoofers.
We are talking about subwoofers, aren't we? All right.
You had me at
Let's,
you had me.
let's go to these comments. eh?
You had me at TT.
Oh, we all love TT.
TT 120.
What do we got here? Dave Watts, he's in early. He's guessing this car.
I'm gonna-
TB5, 1965.
I'm going to put this to the side.
Are you now?
The
Is it
train.
1965? I don't know.
Are you
we do have
googling?
we do have a lot of DB5s, no?
Are you googling? That's unprofessional.
I don't Google. I just pretend.
I can confirm. Can confirm? Jeez, my tongue is not working today. I can confirm it
You-
is in fact a Aston Martin DB5.
You really need some caffeine, don't you? Mate, you're tongue-tied. Like,
Do you know what? Do you know what the DB in DB stands for? Do you know what the D in DB stands for?
Decibels.
David Brown actually made tractors.
Really?
Hmm.
Why did a lot of these
'Cause
people that
David-
made cars
David Brown made
started making tractors?
because the tractors were too slow.
Lamborghini no tractors, aren't
They
they?
did tractors. They
Yeah.
did tractors and still very. I'm not sure if they still do, but yeah, like 10, 20 years ago, they were still doing tractors.
Mm. Who else did tractors? Someone else did tractors.
David Brown, not Ferrari. Enzo wouldn't cop that.
No. He was a driver from way back, right? There's no way a driver would go into making tractors.
It was just Enzo used to say his cars were just baskets to carry the beautiful engine.
I think that's how he described it.
He really loved the engines and the performance and the noise and the sensation of the engine.
Mm.
There you go. So it is an Aston DB5.
All right, the year we're not too sure about, right?
And the
Because
colour.
people are saying 64 or 65.
Well, it can only be one or the other.
And Northlander dude from Canada is saying 66.
Well, that's a curveball,
Oh, well,
isn't it?
Northlander dude has missed train stuff, but you can replay it.
You can.
So, you can.
And that was a TT 120 DCC.
That's right. That was nice.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Where am I going?
No, next.
Oh,
the
is that what you
segments.
mean?
And the segments.
I don't mind.
I'm going to go then.
All
You
right.
don't have to ask me twice because I've got some stuff. I'm super excited.
What have you got?
Santa came early.
Oh, you've been banging on about this for ages.
I know that's something that I would say, and you said it with beautiful inflection.
Did I?
Banging on is something that I do
Trained.
about Kyosho phases.
And you love this car too.
I really do. I
Subaru
love this.
Impreza.
Yep.
Bug-eye.
Bug-eye, STI. Well, this is a WRC car, so it's not quite a STI.
Mhm.
But yeah. I really love it. This is a brand new model from Kyosho.
Yes.
It is a rally version of the Phaser.
So we do love our phases. We
Yes,
talked
we
about
do.
phases a lot. We've got lots of videos on them.
We've raced them, we've crashed them, we've had fun. Well, it's been 3 years now? 2 years.
Hmm.
Not sure.
Eh,
It has to be two and a
Hmm.
half years that we've been playing with the on-road one. So
yes.
this is the rally version. And what they have done is made just really slight changes.
Hmm.
But without further ado, I'm going to unbox it. And I can do that.
Unbox.
I can do that with gusto because this one I think is going to get played with.
Is it?
Yeah.
What good here?
Because you know Biddy Design even do rally bodies now, right?
Yes.
So I've got the lid off. Usually it's cable tied in, but I may or may have not.
Now, rally
Unbox this one
cars are
already.
not a new thing. Now, to me, I did do rally cars in the days when they did TO1s and TO2s, and they did do those rally block tires. But I don't think the suspension really worked all that well for off-road.
And they never really took off.
No.
And I don't understand why, and I can only think because they were crap.
Yeah, they didn't handle very well.
And I can assure you, if this is anything like its on-road brother, which it definitely is, that this is not crap. It's got a 14 single in it.
Yes.
It's got the same gearing as the on-road car, so we know it's going to go 50 kilometers an hour on the 2S LiPo. It can even take 3S LiPo if you're crazy enough. And have a look at the ultra scale body. And this has come pre-stickered. I didn't put these stickers on.
The bit I like the best is the light buckets. We're going to light this sucker up.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be fully lit.
That's a promise. You heard it here first, because BJ is the electronics wizard. Does have not just stick-on lights. They are lenses.
So it's got spots for 3 LEDs each side on the back.
And if you've seen
and 2 on the front.
The wonderful work that you did in the Hakusuka, the GTR body set for the on-road one, doesn't it look fantastic?
It's awesome.
It looks
it gives
really nice.
A different dimension, doesn't it?
Yeah, which is a bit ironic because this thing bashing around and going through mud is probably something that you don't want, but we do have other body sets available. It's going to look cool nonetheless. It's got wipers.
Doesn't it?
So,
well, let's see what the differences are.
Let's see what the differences are. I probably should have grabbed the on-road one, but I didn't.
Well, it's easy enough to get. You want me to go get it?
Well,
I'll go get it.
You go get it.
Yeah.
I'll stand here because I'm usually the one running around like a maniac. Take the body off, and guess what, guys? There's another body. It's got an underbody, if you will. Yeah, underbody. I think that's a good name for it. And that keeps all the dirt and muck out of your electronics. So it's not super well fitted, and it doesn't have to be. But because obviously the rally block tires are going to kick up dirt and rocks straight into your chassis, it's going to keep all the running gear, all the debris, like dust is going to get in there, but all the big debris is not going to get into
I'm empty-handed.
motors.
Where is it?
It's in the cabinet under the Tornado.
No, it's not.
The corner.
Oh, what?
The corner one under the Tornado. The test drive Tornado. So that is, geez, I really would have thought he found that easy. And here it is. Have a look at the suspension travel. Really good. So you can see here it does in fact have taller shock towers and taller shocks. And that is about all they've done geometry-wise. They have put a little bit of kick up on the front bumper bar. I don't have the number and specifications, but it does have a little bit of kick up here on the front bumper to give it a better approaching angle, more clearance going over jumps and stuff.
Oh, it has too. I didn't notice that.
And they have in fact given it a different steering arm on the hub here, this molded piece here, and that's to reduce the bump steer because of the excessive, well, not excessive, but excess
or additional
suspension travel.
It's more suspension travel. Yeah.
More-ish. And it is short wheelbase chassis. So all of the 10 scale bodies will fit it.
That one?
And that one will exactly fit it. So that's my on-road body. You would have seen this at the Masters last year. The Templestowe Masters, I raced this very body show. Yeah. So really, really happy with this. We can zoom out now.
And you want to bring the other one?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the other one. Here's the on-road one.
So this is the one that's been raced for a couple of years. You can see that we've got a Futaba receiver in there, a different servo horn, and a transponder jammed in there, but essentially the same package. But Jesus, stickers coming in height.
If we look at the side later.
Yeah, we'll have a look on the side. And if you turn it over, obviously that's got Sweep's finest D32s on it, but have a look at the suspension travel on that one compared to the on-road car. Like it's far different. It's got about 3 times as much, which is cool. So this one here, the on-road car's got about 10 mil ride height. And I'd say this one here, I haven't measured, it's probably 20, which is pretty much how we run our 10 scale buggies.
Yep.
So but yeah, short wheelbase.
It's got that cover.
Yeah, it's got the underbody. I've named it the underbody. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but the underbody. And these rally block tires here, given a larger diameter, should also help the gearing. So everything should be an absolute rocket.
It would be.
No? Like this is going to be fast for an off-road car.
For sure.
And although it's not going to go really well on a proper like off-road or like the beach or something like that, on like a sand trail or grass, nature strips, and even your local off-road track, racing track, I think it's going to go really well.
I reckon.
And I'm looking forward to seing how it goes.
I'm going to turn it back to the front. Now, if we hold them like this, let's move that like this. You can see the difference in the heights of the chassis there.
Yeah.
See how much tall that is and the movement
Compared to this one.
Yeah.
And then this one's got go fast stickers on it.
Oh, is that weighing it down?
No, it's just making it go faster.
Oh, right.
It's got go fast Hearns stickers on it. How cool is it?
There we go.
I really enjoy it. I think Kyosho have given a wonderful product, and it will suit a lot of people. Those who like scale RC.
See, jumping.
Those who like scale RC, not the fish or the duck. There's a good story there. I've lost the
I don't know
battery.
if it's a good story about the duck. We saw quite a few.
That's a secret.
Yeah.
Secret duck action. Power it up, Beach. Put the
What
battery
do you
in.
mean?
9 steps finest.
Oh,
Because I've got the transmitter here.
yeah, you got me all unawares.
Have a look at this transmitter. It's beautiful. This is the KT231P. I love the ergonomic design. It's not going to be brilliant by race.
Oh,
Oh,
it
here we go.
lives. It lives. The switch was already on.
Doesn't it sound like a phaser? Quite a robust sounding drivetrain, wouldn't you say?
Hmm.
Not quite as refined as your current BD12 or something like that. We'll actually quieten down once it runs in a bit. That is brand new. So that is really cool. Nice little servo there. Good radio, 2.4 gig, 14 turn single. Looking forward to having a crack.
Really good value, isn't it?
I think
You
it's
get
phenomenal.
some. You get some good performance.
And opposed to the on-road car, and it's not really a drawback, but that is limited to playing in the street or a car park or a racetrack.
Yeah.
This one, you play with it in the front garden, in the nature strip, down the park, on ten bark. No?
Yeah, there's a bit of movement there.
How cool is that going to be? Oh, there's movement, all right. Movement in the station. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't quite say that, but there obviously is.
Well, that's what I'm hinting at. So there it is. So that
It just
is,
fits over here.
yeah, that's right. Keep it all tucked in. You don't have to worry about neat wiring. Just put a body on it.
There we go. Stick that in there.
And there, put your
That's
body
all.
clip on.
That's it. That's all nice
Is
and
it,
tight.
is
isn't
it like sand scorcher?
I mean, sand scorcher.
Is it?
Well, sand scorcher is a bit of a different animal, isn't it? It's not a flexible top. It's a hard plastic clear
Is it?
casing on the top.
I've never played with one. I don't know
It's got
really.
those bayonet fixtures on it.
Does it?
There you go. So that
Oh,
keeps
you
all
could
the-
just drive it like that. Make it aerodynamic.
I could do what for the velodrome.
There you go. Well, it looks like a. I wouldn't say it looks like a Yokomo buggy. Probably looks more like a Associated or something like that. More
Bit
those,
flat.
more those second tier kind of buggies.
There we go.
No, that
So
is really cool,
That is super fresh, isn't it?
isn't it? I really love this. I'm super excited.
There you go. So this is the
And I'm taking-
FZ02R R for rally.
And I'm taking one home.
Oh yeah.
We're going to play with it.
All
We're
right.
going to play with it. Going to test it.
Look at that.
It's cool, huh? That might mean somebody might give themselves a chance to own a bit of racing legend. No?
Oh, maybe.
I say we put this one up for sale.
Yeah, why not?
No?
You're
Don't
gonna move to
need
this
two
one.
Yeah, why not? How fast is that phaser? They're cool. It's a great way to get into RC.
Yeah, pretty funky. There we go. That is FZ02 R phaser rally version.
Can't stop doing that. It feels
Oh,
nice.
It feels really good.
Oil shocks.
Yes.
Really nice. There you go.
Can't wait to jump it.
No,
All right, let's look at some of these comments. I reckon we've got some guesses here.
No jumping for you. How much does it weigh?
Well, Sorian's saying 1963 to 64 now. So we've got 63, 64, or 65.
66 as well, I heard.
Do we need to do the
Wait. Scales. You said you saw them before.
Yeah, they were down here.
Ah, they're still down
There
there.
you go. What we got here? Thunderball came out in 64. So the James Bond version is either 63 or 64. Oh, that's Sorian. He knows all those details.
What?
Craig's saying 43rd scale. It is not 1/43rd scale. I was saying the Tamiya XV1 and XV2s have been good. Been
Yeah.
brilliant.
Been
We
lovely?
haven't had much experience with those
No.
newer Tamiya rally cars, have we?
No, we definitely haven't. All right, I've weighed it. It's substantially lighter. I'm going to go on a whim here. Substantially lighter than the stuff that we usually weigh.
And that's with a full load of passengers.
So, what does actually have two people in it, doesn't it?
Mm.
So a full loaded passenger being one. Yes.
So Rob says 754, which is way too high. And now he's made it 305. It's still way too high.
It is under 305 grams.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
What's Thunderball anyway?
That must have been the movie I was thinking of and didn't say to you. I told you another movie.
Well, we'll find out at the end, won't we? It's an adventure that we'll find out together.
Isn't it?
Because I don't know what year it is, but I think that you might have given a clue away when you said it's got a famous driver.
Well, someone's already said James Bond.
Oh, did you tell them that that's yes?
No, it is. That's correct. It is James Bond.
James
Bond.
But he also drove that. I've seen a movie called Skyfall.
Yeah, they brought it back.
He drove then.
Yeah.
So what's Thunderball got to do with it?
Well, that's when it first got shown, I think.
Oh,
One of the most famous movies of this.
I don't know.
particular car.
I'm not up to speed on James Bond, but I am actually I'm gonna watch one tonight.
You should.
I
You
should
The
because
classics.
I do enjoy them.
Mm.
Your turn.
My turn. What have I got? I got something hidden down here.
Are you qualified to speak about this, or do we need Dan? Ships of war.
It is a ship of war. This is an I-400 from the Japanese Navy, World War II.
I-400. 400 horsepower?
No, 400 just being the biggest number they used so far because this thing was huge.
Was it?
So huge. Well, they designed it to
Huge.
be like an aircraft carrier. So in the top. where
Did
is
you
it?
say
Yeah,
submarine
submarine?
that carries aircraft?
Yes. So there's a hangar on the top here that carries 3 aircraft. Now, because the aircraft are heavy and they're mounted quite high on the hull, they had to work out a way of making sure that it didn't actually flip over. Because most submarines at the time had a very small conning tower and it was only a single cylinder. In these submarines, they actually got 2 cylinders. So it's like 2 submarines pushed together with the hangar sitting on top. Well, that's how they became stable.
It's like a catamaran submarine.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, but it had a full hull. So they built all the way around it. So it looked like one single hull. And these were so big. This was the biggest submarines built for World War II. And these were very late in the war. And the idea was these were meant to attack America.
Attack America.
I'll sail them across.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice.
No, but they're at war, you see. And that's what they do during war.
I've heard about it.
So the idea is they'll sail them across.
I've heard about the concept of war lately.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
And they'll go on the west coast.
Yes.
And they'll assemble their 3 planes. And
What do you
send
mean?
them.
So they'll go under the water, pop up
Yeah, so they'll pop up. They'll assemble the planes
on the deck,
on the deck. Push them out.
push what out?
Push the planes out. So let's go on the overhead.
What
It's
do you mean?
probably easier to see.
What do you mean push the planes out? Doesn't they take off like an aircraft carrier?
I don't think they actually take off here. Okay, so
Oh, they have floats.
this I-400 is not the first time Tamiya's released this kit, but this is a special version. This is brand new, and they've actually got the clear sections here, so you can see the aircraft stowed away inside.
Does it come with planes too?
It does. So you can see the circles there. So they're the markings on the wings because the wings were folded, so they could push them into the hangar. There's a conning tower, and they've also added figurines and photo wedged railings to this particular kit.
This sounds like a really nice model.
Beautiful. So this section here opened up, a bit like on some of those aircraft transporters, right? The nose opens up and all your stuff comes out. They'll open this up. The mechanics will push the aircraft out onto the deck around here.
Oh, that's in the open position. I was
That's
going to
the
say
open
that's
position.
that's in the open position.
Yeah, that's a closed
Let's
position
get
here.
tighter so people can. I don't know that people can actually see what's. That's the closed position.
Yep.
That's the open. You can see that it's like skewed to the side.
That's right.
Yes.
Let's get that
Right.
bit crisper.
Get it crisp.
Crisp.
Ooh, it's
It's
hard
crisp, eh?
because it's like hand drawn. Beautiful illustration, by the way.
Isn't it? Okay, so you got your aircraft in here. This will open up. They'll push the aircraft out, and these aircraft were the Sarans. So that's the aircraft there with the floats on it.
Sarong.
Saran.
Saran.
You're thinking different country. So the floats wouldn't fit inside here. So they would be stowed in separate compartments in the side. There were 2 slits, and they were on sleds.
You know a
and
lot
they'll pull them
about
out.
this.
Yeah. And so pull it out each side, and when they push it out, the mechanics will be out here attaching the floats onto the aircraft.
Because this looks like a runway. It's like a train track. It's not a runway.
No, I don't think so. It's long enough so they can actually push all 3 of them out there and prepare them out there. So they push one out here, put on the floats, push it over here, and then get the next one. and all three can sit out there, and then a crane that's actually hidden down on the side
A crane.
would pick them up and put them in the water, and they'll fly off. And then when they came back, they'll pick them back up with the crane, pull them apart, and push them back into the hangar.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to fly? But they couldn't fly that far back then.
Oh, you can't fly that far.
No?
Not from continent to continent. No, not back then.
Oh,
No.
right.
So there you go there.
Clever cookies.
So that gives you an idea of how all those aircraft sat inside. That gives you a better view of the planes, right? How they folded the wings. And you see that there's no floats. They're on the little dollies. And the floats would be living just under here. And I'll push them
You've
underneath.
studied this before,
Maybe.
haven't you?
There's a possibility.
Have you built one?
No. And there's a Saran. So if you want to build a Saran, you can get these. To me, you do make these in 40 scale as well.
That wouldn't
See the
fit
big
here,
bomb
though.
on it? 40 scale one wouldn't fit inside the 700 scale one. No, it'll sit on top of it. And there's all the extra bits you get. So you got the
Clear bits.
the clear section here, so you can see the hangar. You got clear aircraft, and then you've got the photo etch, 2 sheets, and you got some figures here.
Geez,
Very cool.
They must be tiny.
1/700 scale, yeah, tiny, little.
Need your
4 mil maybe
You need your Optrix 5 for those suckers.
for sure, on full setting. That's a really
Full
nice,
Monty.
really nice looking kit.
I've seen you hover over this a bit. Is it something that you might put in your stash?
Oh, I don't know.
You've grown like a fondness to it. You get a connection.
How'd you see that?
I don't know. It's just the way you flutter your eyes at it.
Flutter.
I saw them once flutter at a Fiat, and it was taken home and abandoned.
It's not abandoned.
Oh, pretty much.
It's just in a box with a lid on it. It's not abandoned.
Well, you do other models. Well, it sits there waiting.
Yeah.
It's crying.
It's on the
sad.
side. It's not in full storage. It's
You
on
know
the
when
side,
you're
it's
not
waiting.
home, they come alive.
No, they don't.
Well, you don't know that.
My cat keeps in check.
Does it?
Yeah.
No, he's conspiring with them. Right.
What do we got?
We've got a DB5, Aston Martin, driven by James Bond.
That's
I
right.
don't know which movie it's from, but I can confirm I have seen it in Skyfall. And somebody else has seen it in Thunderball.
Oh, look, just Scotty's on as well. Are you saying 545 grams? No, that's
Much.
too heavy.
It's below 305.
Below what? Yes, it
300
is.
It's below
It is
305.
below 305.
And it's above 5. I'll give it away.
Above 5 grams?
Above 5 grams
All right. And this, we've got a range each side.
of 300.
Right?
That's
Yes.
right. We've got I've narrowed it right down.
Mm.
300 gram range.
Yes.
All right.
What else you got?
Oh, a new
Show me
goodie.
something.
A new goodie.
You got something else new? Oh, that's a cube.
It is a cube.
It's a cube of something.
This
What
is
it?
a new Sky RC Q200 Neo.
Can I open it?
Yeah, please do. That's the whole idea. And I want you to plug it.
What?
I want you to plug it in for me, if you're able to.
I can. I am able to do that, I think.
This is a new charger. This is a pretty new charger here from Sky RC. And I think it's going to be really popular. It's going to be popular for those
That's
who...
compact.
That's what it's going to be popular. It's going to be popular for those who race as well as those who don't race.
I can't believe that this thing, which when you see the size, you expect it to be like a 1-channel or a 2-channel, is actually a 4-channel.
It's a 4-channel charger.
A port on each side, and then 2 ports on the front.
And on AC, it is 200 watts compatible. Compatible?
Are they the same
Able
as
to.
what, like kilowatts?
Kilowatts. No, just watts.
Oh,
So I might have undercooked you with the charging lead.
undercooked?
Yeah,
Look, I think I can work something out.
Can you? You might be gone for a while until you find a better extension lead. I can see the whole studio going black.
No.
No?
No.
You're gonna.
If you see some smoke,
My poor neighbor had a smoking incident the other day. So 4 ports, 200 watts. If you use DC power, so if you use it off a power supply, it will in fact go up to 400 watts. So heaps of charging power from single cell up to 6S.
is that going to
And
work?
it's on.
Is it?
It is on.
I might have to hold that because it's hanging mid-air.
Swinging in the breeze, could you could say.
Is it still on?
It is still on for the
Oh, is
moment.
it? Hang on, let me focus this so
You
folks can see
focus
from the
it,
top.
and I'm going to show you this new interface menu. So I haven't used it before
Oh, look at
other than 5 minutes ago, and it is really quite intuitive. So 4 ports, A, B, C, and D.
It's color LCD.
It is color LCD. So you can see here exactly what each port's doing. So say you want to use port A. You've got one thumb wheel here. Thumb wheel?
Yeah.
Toggle. So here is the menu. And how easy is that? So we've got battery type.
Okay, LiPo.
So you can click on that and it opens the menu.
Right.
Yeah. So you can change all these different chemical batteries. Lead, nickel, metal, NiCad, LiLo, LiPo HV, and LiPo. Then you go down to cell. Oops. That's my fault, sorry.
What was that?
I went the wrong way.
Oh.
So you can go from 1S all the way up to 6S.
Yep.
And then task. So you can do balance charging, storage, because that's really critical to put your LiPos especially into storage after you've finished using them for the day, and discharge. So that's really cool. So most of the time it'll be balance charge. The condition, so where you want it to charge to. It's got a love heart there for 4.2 because that's the sort of industry standard of fully charged. And in fact, if you overcharge, you can be penalized. And of course your charge current, and it'll go all the way up to 10 amps, I imagine.
Ramp it up.
Yep, 10 amps, which is the maximum that you can use for racing anyway.
Yep.
At sanctioned events. So yeah. And then you can start. I won't start it because it'll probably start beeping at me.
I want to hear a yell.
Do you?
Yeah. Does it yell normally or what?
It's very Sky RC.
Yeah. All right. It's got one of those yells.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty funky, isn't it?
That is really cool. And you can just do that. It's pretty easy to use and quite intuitive.
Isn't it?
Instead of the old 4-button setup. It is Bluetooth compatible as well. So you can... I don't know that you can command it from your phone because I don't actually have the app, but you can beep at you and tell you your battery's charged from the other side of the pits.
Yep.
Mainly. But yeah, I'm super excited. A really good little unit.
Compact. And the great thing too, you'll see the sign on the top here, how it is 200 watt capable as is.
Yeah.
Or if you need more power, like you're charging like big batteries 4 at a time, you can get up to 400 watts if you connect it to DC.
Yeah, if you're using a power source. So that's really cool. Really nice, robust. It doesn't have a touch. I'm not really a big fan of touch screen chargers because you're often grubby from working on your car or tire group or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's nice that it's got that solid little thumb wheel. It's really intuitive. A great little charger. One thing to note is it does have XT60 charge leads.
Yep.
Doesn't it? So if you don't have that, if you have the traditional 4mm banana leads or Corally leads, I call them. You just snip them off and solder on some XT60s. Right. But they're really robust and you can't plug them in backwards. The XT60 is a great plug. You got your balance lead here and all sorts of charging leads and adapters will work.
Definitely.
Whether it's your 2S, race car or your 6S X-Max, whatever it is, it'll charge them all. So that is the Q200. I love it for the size and it feels like quite, I don't know, like weighty.
It's got beef, isn't it?
Beef, chunkamunka. Would you call it chunkamunka?
No, it's pretty compact. So you wouldn't call this chunkamunka. Chunkamunka would be something that was twice as size.
Nice big fan on the back.
Cooling fan for the power supply.
Yeah, so I'm
decent.
Really decent. I started seeing them in the pits last time I was at the track, and I thought they look really cool because I'm a bit dubious of new gimmicky chargers, and I like to see them in the flesh before we go ahead and stock them. But I'm really confident of this. On-road, off-road, really good. It's going to be robust. Can't explain the purple colouring. Not sure.
Something different.
Yeah, it is definitely something different. And no doubt Jeff at J-Spec will probably do a wrap for it anyway. Won't he?
Oh, for sure. It'll be easy to do a wrap too.
Beautiful.
Quite solid.
Solid. There you go.
Nice.
So that's what's new in RC.
All right, I'm going to unplug it.
Yep. And put it to the side.
That's it.
Have you got something else for me, Beach?
I have.
How are we going with James Bond's DB5?
Oh, I don't know. Have a look.
Because I'm pretty excited.
Oh, yeah? Oh, Rob says he needs a new charger. He killed his last one.
Well, it'd be a really good one, Rob, from whether it's your vintage stuff, your nickel metal, NiCad, LiPo's 100% of what we do these days. But if I currently use the D260, which is even bigger and chunkier.
Mhm.
But that, for me, is like a modern version. You know, 200 watts wouldn't be enough to charge like 4 channels of big RC batteries. But if you're doing quadcopters or smaller stuff, it would be easy.
No problem.
Pump them out easy.
No problem. Now, Desert Moo has got a question about batteries.
Yes.
So I always discharge my batteries after use. They usually have around 30% when they stop pushing the 8S outcast.
I would say that your voltage cutoff is probably set too low on your speed controller. I wouldn't run my batteries that flat, but the way that your speed controllers do it, yeah, definitely. But don't discharge it when you're finished with it. Put it to storage. And storage will generally be a default of 3.8 volts. Depends on your charger. Some of them you can set the values of your storage capacity, but usually for LiPos, it's 3.8 volts.
That's sort of halfway, isn't it? Sort of a midway type of thing. It's not totally discharged and it's not fully.
Yeah. Well, I would
fully charged.
consider 3.3 volts per cell totally discharged.
Yep.
You know, 3 volts is really getting to failure.
No, you said 30%.
30%? Oh,
Yeah.
30%. So I thought you said
not 3
3.3.
volt.
And then fully charged is 4.2 volts.
Mm.
So that's that safety margin, because if you store them fully charged, they have a chance of puffing and failing or causing problems safety-wise. And if you store them too flat, 3.3 volts, and then don't use it for a month or two, there's a chance that it might slip below the threshold and the battery will argue taking a charge. So 3.8 volts. And if you haven't used them for a month or two, don't hesitate to cycle them. You can charge them up, discharge them, put them back
Just
into
get them
storage.
into a working cycle.
Yeah, because I believe that the chemicals and stuff they do crystallize and go funky, and
Funk.
they do wear over time as well. But I mean, the bashing lipos, you know, the ones in the X-Max in Bone Crusher,
They've been pretty
they've got
bad.
an absolute. You know, they may or may not have smashed cases and stuff like that, and the batteries are what, 3 or 4 years old. And they just keep coming back for more. They're actually in Monty at the moment, those ones.
Monty?
Monty, yeah, Monty has those ones at the moment.
Right. There we go.
That's a little lesson on batteries.
Isn't it? That's a good question.
I love questions. As long as I have the answer. Otherwise, I have to make it up and sound like an even bigger fool than I really am.
It's fun when you do that. I got something else. Or have you got something?
Christmas?
Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming.
And the Advent calendar.
Oh, yes. Let me show you. What's today's Advent calendar?
Look, that pepped you up. You'd love
Isn't
a sale. You'd love a sale.
What is that?
I want to say it's the 7th day of Christmas, which is the 8th day.
It's actually the 8th.
There's
right?
a little typo on there.
Yep.
We're aware of it,
Yep.
but it is there.
So we got armor
Armor.
up to 10% off. That's only for today.
So if you wanted armor and you want to get it for Christmas, get it now. Because if
Today
you get it
is
tomorrow,
armor day.
if you get it tomorrow, it won't be on special.
No, that's right.
But there may or may not be another one.
That's right. What have I got here? I got little packets of stuff. These are back.
SPN 120s.
And
Is that
why?
right?
Yes. And these would make a perfect Christmas gift.
If you are into modeling or know somebody who's into modeling, they will love you forever if you get them SPN 120s until they break them.
This is the equivalent of giving one of those really expensive samurai style knives for the kitchen.
Yeah, for a chef.
That's right. So
Or a
these
really
for a modeler,
expensive like pen fishing reel.
yes,
It is the top end of hardware for modeling.
and it cuts through the plastic like butter. Absolutely amazing.
As long as you don't go outside the design parameters, which are
That's
clearly
right.
stated in the
That's right.
instructions.
Don't go cutting like chair
Music-
legs or anything like that.
Music wire.
No wire. It's got to be
Resin.
plastic. No resin. Yeah,
don't
no
do
stiff
resin.
plastics, no clear plastics,
And-
but regular plastic up to 3 millimeters. Perfect.
So sometimes it's handy to have your like essential side cutters to do the first cut,
That's right. So
especially
that's
if it's a big Eastern European sprue where they got sprues the size of my little finger.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We've seen some of them, haven't we?
Yeah, I love those chunkamunka sprues.
Or you've got those
So
other Eastern European ones, which have got the tiny, tiny little parts of mini art. And then
Big sprue.
these with the really small
That's right.
jaws, just get in there and cut it, and you don't lose the things.
Not at all.
Because it's so clean, it cuts it and the part is still attached to the blade,
I don't know how they do it. It's like magic,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Because otherwise you clip it and then go, ping, they're gone.
Like an E-clip.
So that's an SPN 120 Ultimate Nipper
Nipper.
from God Hand. Okay, so they're back. But we've got some new things. We've got 2 new things from God Hand.
What?
Now, totally contrast. This one you can cut wire with.
What?
No, actually, that's the wrong one. This one, the red one, you can cut wire with. So
As
this
long
one,
as it's unplugged, not plugged in wires.
not electrical wires.
No.
No. So we're talking about brass wire and stuff that you use for really fine details on your plastic models. This will go up to 2 millimeters. So super strong jaws, double cut, so sharpen both sides. And just to give you an idea, let's see. I think they show you. Got a really nice lazy engraving on the blade.
It's a bit fuzzy.
Is it a bit fuzzy?
That is a bit fuzzy.
Is it a bit no, it's not just me.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
crisp.
Yeah. So super big jaws. Very chunky jaws. And you can cut these metals.
What's green?
Which one's green?
Oh, the top two.
Oh, these ones.
What's the red one? You can't cut very thick that.
This one's.
Up to 0.02.
That's metal line, which would probably be steel. You got brass. So generally, most of these other materials up to 2 mil.
So I'm tipping the top two are like copper.
Stainless steel up
copper
to
and tin.
0.5.
Yep. There you go.
But beautiful. And you can see they've got the really nice
Pouch.
handles.
Is that a
And
pouch?
it's got a pouch. This pouch is a protective pouch for the blade. So just
Because
keep
you
it on
can,
top.
in fact, especially like with the SPN 120s,
Yes.
you can just like drop it on the floor or bang it on the desk and break the
You
tip.
can do because they're so
Okay.
fine.
This one here has got a bit more chunker-munker, but
Yep.
still, you don't want to blunt it.
Yeah, and something a bit different is this one.
What's that one?
This one is a masking tape nipper.
A what?
So it's designed for cutting masking tape. So rather than using scissors, which will deform the shape, or sticking it down onto a surface and cutting it with a knife, you cut it directly with these. And because they're cutting from top and bottom like this, it only affects the end. So the adhesive doesn't get affected and it cuts perfectly flat.
Is it new?
That's new. That's brand new.
I've never seen
And it's
it.
wide enough to go up to 12 mil. So the common sizes for Tamiya masking tape are 6 mil and 10 mil. So
I
they'll
like
cut easily.
I like to use 18 mil. What do I do for that?
You have to do 2 cuts.
That's unfortunate.
So that's the advantage there.
There you go.
There you go. So a very specific tool for a particular use.
Specific
Specific.
out of the Pacific.
That's it. So it's God hand. What are we going to do? Should we have a close look at this?
I've got one more thing to look
Oh,
at.
have you?
One
Oh,
more.
you have too.
One more thing.
It's pretty funky. Pretty funky, I have to say.
I was so impressed with the NB04. Sorry, my microphone's gone all funny on my collar. With the Noble, the Fly Sky NB4.
Yeah.
So impressed that I wanted to check out what the Pro was all about.
Okay, so we've got a Pro here.
So we've got an NB4, and I can't believe
Look at that. It's got a little case.
it does in fact cost more dollars than the NB4. But I think it's even better value. Like the other one's, I'd say pretty damn good value, but this one even comes with a case. And that it's a lockable case. It comes with keys.
Does it?
Yes. And I'm not going to do a side-by-side comparison to the NB4 normal grade, if you will.
Oh,
But here we have got some stickers.
okay.
Fly Sky. I'm not sure what this is,
Little alien.
but I like it. Fly
Oh,
Sky.
it's double-sided.
Double-sided sticker sheet. Have a look at this. And it's got so much more weight about it. Very similar in ergonomics.
This all feels all CNC.
It is definitely cast and CNC finished. Yeah, really hard anodized case. The other one was plastic around here.
Yeah.
So it's going to make it, yes, it's going to be heavier, but it's also going to be stronger. Obviously, color touchscreen.
Yep.
And we've got a device holder here. And you can probably do telemetry or something, or just camera work from here. Yeah, it's obviously got the same cool functions, left and right hand convertible.
Yep.
On the side here. Really nice hard anodized, not even plastic.
Get some
That
focus going.
is a machined wheel. What a nice touch. I don't know any other radio. Oh, sometimes the limited edition Sanmars come with a
What a CNC machine
a
wheel.
CNC machine wheel. But not only does it come with one, it comes with 2 wheels.
So what's that? Different diameter?
Yeah, so a small one and
Oh, the
a
small
bigger
one's
one
on there and a big one's on there.
to give you that different feel. So fully customizable.
Mhm.
And you'd think, wow, that's enough. No.
No,
Wireless charger.
wireless.
Not like the AM radio, wireless, but wireless, as in non-contacting charging.
Right.
And again, like the other Noble, it does have, in fact, 2 batteries. So there's one inbuilt in it.
Right.
I might have flattened.
Oh, it's like a backup battery.
Yeah, so it's got one in the handle, a little one.
I was talking to you.
Yeah, talks. And it's got the 4300 jobby. 4300 LiPo. How cool is that?
It'll last for a week.
Wouldn't it? Clip that on there. And that feels really nice. I don't know,
It's
that,
solid,
I
isn't it?
don't know that I like this thing, but that's removable. It's hinged, and you
Yep.
can just take that out and remove that. And if we have a look at the display, it is a little bit different from the NB4. Does also have a different communication
Oh, there we go.
protocol to the NB4. So this is the next generation. So less latency, better transmission,
Squeeze the trigger.
and full telemetry.
Wow.
So you've got throttle, and you've got different ergonomic features. Like you've got, you can reduce the steering throw mechanically on the steering. So say if you like to drive with that much throw, but you want that to be the stop,
Yeah.
you can dial back your stops. So that's how far the travel you've got,
Right. Okay.
and then program your settings here. So that is 100% electronically. So you can change the resolution, if you will, of the input while still being completely linear.
Well, everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah, and fully assignable buttons and switches and dials to do different functions. I don't know, and it's much like every other radio and all the cool features that it can do. You know, all
Well, it
the
does everything you
exponential, all the
expect from any top
curves.
radio.
Yeah, 4-channel, S-Bus communication, super response, servo drive, all that sort of stuff. So I really like it. And value for money, like I said, I really think that it's really nice. It feels really good. And from other manufacturers, like you can pay $200 just for the case, a purpose-made, model-specific case.
And we've stocked them before, haven't we?
Yes. And in the little bag of goodies here, doesn't come or box of goodies, doesn't come with 2 receivers. Oh, sorry, it doesn't come with 1 receiver, it comes with 2. And have a look at the little hardware box.
Oh, that's further adjustments, right?
Further customization. So that's like a hinge. I think that's to get rid of the hinge, I want to say. Another
from the
bracket
front?
to go over the front there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that looks like another part of extension for the,
Yeah,
the holder for the
extension the screen. We've got the brake throttles, so different size fingers.
Yep.
For the brake aspect.
Yep.
And it's all aluminium. So you don't have to buy any optional parts. You've
What's
got
that black one?
customizable dials.
Is it just a black trigger, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
black trigger, small, large, medium.
Right.
Looking further into the box of goodies, we've got a charge cable, that's direct charge, and the receivers. And these are...
Hang on, where are you? Where are you?
I'm here. I'm going to take this out of the way if we're going to zoom in that tight.
Oh, okay, hang on.
There you go. Come out just a little bit. So it's gonna comes with 2 receivers. Each one's different from the last. I haven't done heaps of research, but this one here would be more of a 6-channel receiver, but still super compact, or even 8-channel receiver. Both receivers come with a battery voltage telemetry plug. So that is the big one. Here's the one that we'd use for surface or cars. And looks really
8 channels.
8 channels. This one here is the 4-channel jobby.
Okay.
So this is what we'd use in the cars.
Looks like a little diesel.
Does have an antenna, bind plug.
N-scale diesel.
Yeah. Really cool. Like I said, and that is the 4GR4B. So, and that is the uprated communication protocol.
There we go.
I believe it's backwards compatible to the other receivers from the MB4.
Mhm.
If you tell it what receiver it is, but yeah. And in the box of goodies also, we've got a neck strap, which is really cool. Got another grip. So
Oh,
that's the grip for the back of the controller.
Yep.
So for bigger or smaller hands, and you've got
different springs.
different springs for the steering and throttle.
Mm.
So soft and hard, and you've got 2 screen protectors.
Yep.
So usually most of this stuff will be optional extras. Tuning options for your radio, it all comes with it. And the charge is amazing. I think they've smashed it out of the park.
Little wireless charger.
With the charger, is a really nice touch. And the case and the aluminium wheels. I really like it.
Nice.
So it won't be for everybody. But if you're going racing and you're looking for a top line competition radio, you know, you'd be hard pressed to ask yourself, why do I have to spend twice the money? You know, at the end of it. But I mean, radio is a very personal thing. I do love my Futaba.
I guess you get comfortable with a particular brand, right?
Yeah. Sort of becomes like an extension of yourself, as cheesy as it sounds.
But after seeing this, I mean, this is quite a different look. It's a different feel, a different price point.
Yes, absolutely. But it actually feels, I know it sounds weird, it feels different than what it looks. Maybe it looks a bit glitzy and cheesy somewhat, but it actually feels very classy and very solid. So, and I really appreciate that. Good little radio.
There we go.
So, and that is the MB4 Pro.
Pretty special looking.
Very special.
Very handy. It comes with its own little case. Keeps everything inside.
Well, when you start spending this sort of money on radio, you've really got to, you know, I love my Rubik's World bag, but this is next level. This is the ultimate.
Isn't it? All right. I think we should
I'm
have
done.
a closer look at this. But let's see what we've got here in our comments.
You have a look at that, and I'm going to have a look at the box whence it came.
So Dave is asking, is Humbrol introducing a new paint?
Humbrol?
No, they are not.
How do you know that?
Humbrol's actually reducing their range of paint.
Are you sure?
Yes. So that would be, I think that's happening shortly.
So you're wrong. Or
Who's wrong? Wrong about what?
well,
What are we
James
looking at?
Bond's not driving it. Apparently some fellow called Goldfinger.
Goldfinger. Well, it's not Goldfinger driving it.
No?
So this was in Goldfinger
Ah, what's Goldfinger?
from the movie.
A movie Goldfinger.
Yeah.
They do mention James Bond.
Yeah.
Yes. And it says Aston Martin DB5 Goldfinger. I don't think that's the color because it's pretty silver to me. Not much gold about it. So I'd say it's just a movie. I don't even know the year.
We'll have to look it up.
No.
But as someone said before, could be 63, 64.
Do you know?
No.
Can I show you a really cool feature on this car? We might want to zoom in it just a little
What are we
bit.
doing from the top?
Yeah.
What are we
It's-
looking at?
It's got this. It's got 2 people in there.
Yeah, yeah. So you got a
At the
driver,
moment.
who's probably Sean
And
Connery.
it's got the, who?
Who?
You said James Bond.
Yeah. What? Did I say something wrong?
You said Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Well, how many people can drive the car?
Well, aliases. It's the same person.
What do you mean the same
It's
person?
the same person.
I don't think it is.
Going, continue.
Look, it's got this little, and I was going, what is that for?
It's
What
got
is
a
that
little
for?
duvet on the
What's
side.
this? Ready? You might want to catch. It throws the guy out.
And what's the guy? Look at him. He's holding a gun on him.
He doesn't have a gold finger either, or does he? No, I cannot see a gold finger, so I'm not sure who
No,
that
stick him
is.
back in there. I think everyone wants to see what's going on here.
So
Would have missed
it
that.
has an ejector seat.
Should do it sideways this time. We'll
Sideways?
do a profile
gonna-
of the car. And
gonna
we'll see him
shoot
flying
it.
out the top. All right, have you loaded it?
No, hang on. Oh,
What are you doing?
not sure.
You reckon it?
He's got in a bit cocked.
You have to push the seat in first.
Well, hang on. I need to put the guy in his little situ.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
We're
Look.
clickety
He's
clicks.
locked and loaded.
All right. Now hold it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Ready? I'm going to shoot him at you.
Yeah. Go. Oh, he went flying, didn't he?
And it comes with a little stopper thing on the track. doesn't it? You meant to the track.
Yeah, that's right. Where is the stopper?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's with the
So
box.
there's a little thing that the lever hits as you drive around, and it flicks the.
It's amazing to me
Little
that they're
switch.
still developing Scalextric cars. You would think that it's old dormant technology or whatever, but they're still doing it. How cool is that? I love it.
Oh, he's the angle of his head's a bit more natural now. I was spinning it around
Well, how do you know which way he's looking?
because he was looking like behind his back, and that's like anatomically impossible.
Well, he's a James Bond character. He can do whatever he wants.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, so that is the latest from Scalextric, and a cool little car.
It's pretty clever, isn't it?
I love that.
Boom.
I know, but you could put all sorts of goodies in there. That'd shock James Bond, wouldn't it? Kapow! There goes Eminem. No?
Oh, you could.
What about
That would shock you.
Miss Money Penny's undies? Bam! There they go.
You can't say that.
Why?
Oh, it's not kosher.
Well, the Bond girls. Isn't he known for being a womanizer? Pow!
Yeah, he is, but
Get out.
no, that's all cancelled now.
So sorry.
I got a question from Just Scotty.
Yep.
BJ, why do all my tiny parts zing out of my tweezers into the ether? So
Tweezers.
sick of losing parts because of tweezers. Well, tweezers are those sort of things. That's why I always have a few different shapes of tweezers.
Is it?
Because you need to get the prongs on the tweezers in a strategic spot on the part so that they don't go pitting. Sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you've got round things, and that's really difficult.
Is it common?
It is common. So one of the little tricks, if your model can fit within a bag, if it's really big, maybe a big garbage bag. And if it's clear, you'll be able to see what you're doing. And if it flings, it'll hit the bag and fall back down. You'll never lose it. It won't fly the other side of the room. For RC stuff as well, when you do an eclipse.
There's also like a God hand box. No, like a clear perspex
There
box
is.
I've seen you go
There
on
is.
about.
So there's a hobby box as well.
The hobby box.
That's it. It's got a magnifying Fresnel screen on it. And you can do all your stuff in there. You can sand in there as well. So it keeps all your dust inside that box. Or if you're doing tweezy type work, really fine things. Same idea as the bag I talked about. They'll fling out, bounce, and you'll find it on the bottom. The little tray comes out. Oh! Do we need to play the thing?
Please.
Let's play the thing.
It's the most exciting news of the show, and we've left it to the last minute.
That's because these are coming real soon.
You can buy yours today.
You can.
Right now, in fact.
Let's have a look.
Let's see if there's any left.
Oh, look at that. It says add the cart.
A la carte. That's French.
Is it? Ah. Sometimes you are just so cultured, I don't know how to react. Really? Look at all the good stuff on that, and that's all brand new. So exciting.
I'm lost for words.
You're lost for words. Look at that. See, Rob needs one of these
Rob can buy one of these.
because they're live to order right now. The cool look. Even did the box artwork.
It is live. They are not available to purchase in store.
Well, they're available to pre-order.
Pre-order.
So, as you can imagine, worldwide demand is huge for these.
Huge.
And so
We have
got
been
numbers
allocated
coming.
stock.
we have been.
They have started packing the plane.
Yes.
It is getting dispatched from Japan sometime between the 21st and the 24th of December.
Mhm.
And it is due in store
Mhm.
the second week of January with the holiday period.
That's
Usually
right.
it's faster than that. We're saying the second week of January. Hopefully it's quicker, but we can confirm what numbers are coming. We have put some in stock. So if you want one, jump online, buy yourself one, and you'll definitely get allocated stock.
But that's not the only thing about these.
No,
So the first 100 are going to be special editions.
special editions.
So first 100 are going to have a special digital, or they're going to have a digital card as well as a physical certificate.
Digital card.
Yeah. So Nick said something about a digital card.
The digital card.
Yeah.
There you go. I did not know the digital card.
Yeah.
There you go. But they will have a handwritten and signed by yourself 1 to 100 certificate.
That's it.
And only 100 of those will ever be made.
That's right.
Ever.
That's right.
There you
So
go.
get on it.
The 870.
Don't miss out because these are going to be awesome.
You can't have this one. This is Bradley Burgess. He lent us this. But your one that you could buy could be exactly like this, except new.
So I'm just looking at Rob's little message there. He said he's already ordered it.
Doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? So freshie.
So don't miss out, guys. Like I said, it's not coming in today's mail.
No.
You can expect delivery second week of January.
Mm.
But do yourself a favor. And if it is something that you're buying for Christmas, get those pennies together.
Mm.
Get everybody to kick in and make it happen.
Yeah.
Because they're going to sell out.
That's right. And so, like Brett said before, they're allocated for the moment. So the first lot, we're not too sure how many we're getting. So first in,
We're pretty sure.
best dressed.
Yeah. We are dead certain, in fact, how many we're getting, but they're limited.
Mm.
So don't miss out.
All right.
870C Yokomo.
In the meantime, here's a freshie. Oh, as in a
Fresh
fresh
daily
original one.
from
Looks pretty
Bradley.
clean, doesn't it?
It's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see a new one. You know, this is really cool. This is the granddaddy of 1/10 four-wheel drive, isn't it? TFG was on the blower earlier,
Right.
Tony,
Yeah.
and he's got a concept ready to go.
Has he?
Yep.
Oh, he's been busy, hasn't he?
The airbrush whiz himself,
Mhm.
cartoonist and illustrating extraordinaire,
Mm-hmm.
is going to partner us in finishing Hearns Hobbies' very own 870C 2023.
Beautiful. Looking forward
So
to
while we're furiously building it in the studio,
it. Furious.
he'll be in the lab in the studio
Mhm.
painting up a storm.
Very good. Very good. Looking forward to that.
That's all happening, guys.
Isn't
That
it?
is so exciting.
Isn't it?
So exciting.
You know one thing we didn't do? We haven't shown everyone how heavy the Aston is.
Do we really want to see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Some people have guessed.
Did they?
Why not?
Do, 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 do.
No? What was that?
That's me.
Was it?
Now, I'm not sure if Goldfinger has moved or not.
86 grammages.
Was this close? Is that 86? Does he say it's this close, or was that close? Sorry, Chief. Is that the same guy?
No, that's a parody of him. That's Get
What's it?
Smart.
Get Smart.
Yeah.
A parody.
A parody of the Secret Agent.
I'm lost. It's too ingrained for me. 86
What is
grams.
it now?
Scale Electrics.
There we go.
870C. Santa is coming to town.
For sure.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you. Only 3 weeks Christmas, isn't it? Or less.
I don't
What is
know. I'll be here every day. Doesn't matter.
Full on.
I've forgotten.
Come in. Keep them on your toes.
Yep. And have a sausage.
That's right.
We're going to do a pop-up sausage sizzle Saturday morning.
That's right.
I
Come in.
didn't want to tell anybody.
Oh, you have now.
Have told him. Sausage sizzle will be happening
We did a sausage sizzle yesterday
on
too.
Thursday.
Mm.
Thursday evening, late night trading. We are open Sundays until New Year, till Christmas,
Until Christmas, yes, and also Thursdays.
and Thursdays until 7.
Yep.
Come and
That's it.
see us, guys. Thanks
All
for
right.
having us, and see you next Friday.
See you next week. Bye-bye.